Story time, guys. Let me tell you guys how my story time, guys. Let me tell you guys how my 13 years relationship ended. Yes, you heard me right, 13 years. So basically, I've been with this person for 13 years. Although there were ups and downs in the relationship, and I relocated to the UK at a point. Then we rekindled in the UK when he came. As I then, he already, became popular and became who he is right now. And, it was like, oh, we should be back together. The story will not be sweet without me being there. I was there when he had nothing and all of that. So, we continued where we stopped. Like, we continued like nothing ever happened and all that. So, yeah. And, I always come to Lagos. So this time I was in Lagos around November. And I went back to the UK in January. I continued my work. I even recently got a new job as at that January. And all of a sudden, this guy was like, come back to Nigeria and, I'm going to sponsor you and fund whatever you need. But I told him that I'm not ready to come back to Nigeria fully. I need to save more money. I don't want to depend on anybody. And he was like, no, that I should come now. Like, he was literally pestering me to come right now, come right now. If you don't come now, then that's it. I'm just gonna give you whatever I wanna give you whenever you are ready. Like, I thought okay, this man is hammering me to come back home. Probably, he's not getting younger. I'm also not getting any younger. So probably he does not want his woman to be in the UK and him is in Nigeria. And I listened to him. Like, I literally had to cut off my friends. Like, there are some that I didn't even tell I was relocating back to Lagos, Even the new job I got, I had to disappoint the company and relocated back to Lagos. All because I listened to this man here. Then I came back to Lagos. He even came to pick me at the airport. Like, this was the, chain he gave to me. And we went to the house. The next day was his birthday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. And I did my little surprise, my gifts and all of that. And that was it. Then
you see, when they say a relationship must be defined, this is exactly what they mean. A lady came online like a day ago called Deborah King, and she has said a lot about how she had a 13 years failed relationship with Aishegun Johnson. That is over a decade, for God's sake. And the funniest aspect is that a lot of people have been blaming the woman. But see, let us blame the man here. You see, men have to stop this idea of keeping a lady you're not going to marry. 6 months is okay to decide if you're marrying a lady or not. What is it that you are checking again? What is it that you're trying to find? 13 years is too much. Like, she wasted 13 good years of her life with a man. So how old is she now? Like, how old is Aishegun Johnson now? For Christ's sake. See, and you know why I can't blame the woman 100% is because this lady actually came from London. So you know how ladies from London usually behave. Some of them believe that you just have to show them love. The moment they are shown love, they don't care. They can even use their money to fund your life as a guy. So probably the lady must have spent or invested in the guy's life one way or the other. That's made it tough for her to leave. And she must have been thinking that, okay, they have spent 4 years, maybe as at the time they spent 4 years together, she'll be thinking that, okay, the guy was going to do the needful maybe in a year's time. And the guy was not doing the right thing. There was a place where she said in the video that when Shegun Johnson requested for her to come to Lagos, there was a time he called her to come to Lagos and she left Lagos, went back to London. And the second time Shegun requested her to come back to Lagos, she said it in the video that she felt like Shegun was actually, maybe he wanted to propose to her. Because she felt like Shegun wasn't getting younger anymore. And she also wasn't getting younger either. So she felt that maybe it was the right time for Shegun to propose to her. Unknown to her that the man in question wasn't ready. For girls, a man that is not proposing, like a year, 2, is not saying anything. Ladies, move. See, watching this video, it got me so emotional because I don't know, sometimes ladies are too emotional and they feel like men, they think for men. They think like, okay, we have been through a lot, how many years we have spent some years together. So they feel like, okay, the man is going to think about that and do the needful. But sometimes these men don't think the way you're thinking. They don't think the way you're thinking. So if you feel you're invested a lot for a man, you think you have done a lot, you have gone through a lot for him, you have been through a lot with him, you have sacrificed a lot for him, and not that, and you now feel like he would think the way you're thinking, he will reason with you. Sometimes these men don't think like that. In fact, not even sometimes. A lot of times they don't even think that way. Move. He's not taking any action. He's not saying anything. Move, sis. Like, where is this sister going to start from? 13 years is just too much. It is too much. Like, where is she going to start from? She must have been going through a lot for her to have the boldness to come online and share her experience. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy for people to come online, knowing fully well that social media is just for everybody. A lot must have been through her mind for her to choose social media to heal. So please watch other videos of what she had to say.
We're together in December because I was in Nigeria in November. I came to upgrade my skills. I make hair in store and I also sell wigs, right? And we planned this whole thing together. I even paid some influencers for me. Do you understand? I went back to the UK in January. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Somebody called and I was like, who is this person calling by this time? I was like, oh, it's sure it's a client. The person is a client and she's probably not in Nigeria. That was why she thought she could call by this time. I was like, okay, cool. But it was the same lady that got him this money counting machine from London on his last trip. Whereas I was in his house in Nigeria. I was not going to say anything about it, but one day we were just having a conversation. I just chipped it and I was like, seems you have a new catch. I was like, oh, new catch, like she catfish. Then I proceeded that, you left me in Lagos in your house. We went to go and meet up with another woman in London. Now, wow, Esha Malo, protection. For 1 hour, he was thinking of what to say. After an hour, I just replied with laughing emojis. I'm going to attach the chat here and he said, okay, today, Shamalo protection. I didn't say anything. The messages were coming in on my phone. I was saying it. I didn't say anything. Now said, now is the time. Now is the time that what? So I saw the message. I didn't reply. He called me. I didn't pick the call. Then he was like, let's see, let's talk. Let's see, let's talk. So eventually I said, yes, I'm ready to, let's see and talk. And I was like, okay, he has, a couple of things to do. When he's done, he would come around. Then later on, I think the next day, he's like, oh, he can't make it anymore. And he sent a breakup voice note. He literally broke up our 30 years relationship through voice notes. After asking me to come back to Nigeria, I really do not even know what his plan was. What did you have in plan for me in the first place? For you to, tell me to abandon what I was doing in the UK and relocate